Hey gamers, and welcome back. If you are new, my name is Averia, but I go by Slay or Slayvria in World of Warcraft, and in this video I am going to be bringing you along with me to get my Diamond Flask Trinket. The Diamond Flask Trinket is one of the rewards for a warrior class specific questline, and is considered pre-raid best in slot. The questline becomes available to warriors at level 50, so I went to my trainer in Stormwind to get started on it. My warrior trainer sent me to the entrance of Blasted Lands to talk to this NPC named the Fallen Hero of the Horde. He gave me the next part of the quest chain, which was to kill 7 hellboar in the Blasted Lands. This was actually my least favorite part of the questline, which I guess you could say was kind of a good thing because I got it out of the way right at the beginning. But it was just so sketchy in the Blasted Lands when I went. There were these level 60 mobs everywhere, there were horde everywhere, and I was also just really struggling to find the hellboars. I honestly probably should have just come back at a different time, but I think I was just so excited to get my Diamond Flask that I ended up staying and getting the quest done. After I killed the last boar, I went back to the NPC to turn in, and he gave me another quest that was sending me back into the Blasted Lands to kill the Shadowsworn mobs. There were a total of 50 mobs to kill, which sounds like a lot, but it surprisingly went by pretty quickly. It probably took me a total of like an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours to complete, and obviously having somebody to help would have made that go by much quicker. But again, it went by quicker than I thought, and it really wasn't that bad overall. After I killed the last mob, I went back to turn in, and this was where I got to the end of the quest line and got the actual quest that leads to the Diamond Flask. And they definitely saved the best for last because this part was sending me into the Sunken Temple. The Sunken Temple is a dungeon in the Swamp of Sorrows, and it's definitely not my favorite dungeon, but I also don't dislike it. I have been in there a few times, and it's honestly just so confusing, but luckily the tank seemed to know their way around a little bit. I had to get a total of 6 feathers, and these feathers dropped from the troll mini bosses. There are 6 troll mini bosses, and each one drops a feather, so this was the first one that we did. His name was Zolo, and he dropped one of the green voodoo feathers. Next up, we had Zulor, I believe is how you say it. These guys were really easy to take down, as you can see. And Zulor dropped one of the amber voodoo feathers. Then we did Loro. Pulled Ag a little bit there. And Loro dropped the second green voodoo feather. The 4th troll mini boss was Haku, I believe. He had a couple ads with him, but still very easy for our group. And Haku dropped a blue voodoo feather. And next up we had Mijan, or Mihan, not sure how that's pronounced. And they dropped the second blue voodoo feather. This is what the corridor looks like. So as you go through the corridor, there are mobs that you have to kill to get to the next troll boss. And it basically just goes around in a circle. It sounds really easy, but when you're in there, it gets very confusing for some reason. So the last one we did was Gasher. Just completely destroyed him. And Gasher dropped the last amber voodoo feather. So at this point, I was completely done. I got all of my feathers. After the dungeon, I obviously went immediately back to the Blasted Lands to turn in the quest. And I just wanted to quickly mention that the other quest rewards were very, very tempting, especially because I am working on getting hit gear, and both of the other quest rewards had a 1% hit chance. But the Diamond Flask is ultimately the best option. So even though I was very tempted, I made sure to triple click on that Diamond Flask before I hit complete quest. And it was so funny, right as I was putting on my Diamond Flask, the other DPS warrior that was in Sunken Temple with me came riding up on his mount. I had been telling him about the quest when we were in the dungeon because I guess he was new to Classic and he didn't know anything about it. But he was obviously very interested because he was already out here getting started on it, so I offered to help him. This actually really made my night because I did not enjoy soloing this part of the quest line. So being able to help him really gave me a lot of joy, and it felt like I was getting redemption in a way. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this little journey to get my second piece of pre-raid Bastion slot gear. I will continue to be documenting my journey toward getting more. And if you enjoyed this video or if it was helpful to you in any way, then please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I will see you in my next video.